Hello everyone, I'm Dian. Now I will explain about the topic of e-learning class design and development. There are 10 questions related to the topic, and next I will explain the answer to each question one by one. Okay, let's start for the first question. What is online learning? So online learning is learning that uses the internet as a learning media and also uses electronic devices such as computers, laptops, and others. There are two types of online learning, that is synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous means learning that occurs at the same time. For example, if the teacher in China is teaching an on-site class, or if an online class is being taught in real time, it is happening a synchronous time frame. While asynchronous means learning that occurs at different times. For example, the teacher may post online material at 9 a.m. on Monday in China. Learners who may situated anywhere in the world can access the materials and respond anytime, night or day, within a defined number of days. Okay, I think we will move the second question. What are the basic features of LMS? Okay, there are 8 basic features of LMS. The first is announcement. That is the place where the teacher communicates important updates to the class. The second is syllabus. That is an overview of course in online form. It includes objectives, requirements, and messages. The third is lesson. That is a content sections usually organized by topic. And the fourth is discussion forums. That is a synchronous communication tool that allows for the exchange of ideas through the use of message board format. The next is assignment tool. That is a digital space in which documents, presentation, links to the websites and more can be uploaded by the students and accessed by the teacher. The next is resources. That is a feature that stores all types of digital and online materials that students are required to review, such as websites, video, and etc. Next is gradebook. That is a tool that displays students' attendance, participants, readings, assignments, and grades. Okay, the last is course map. That is for correspondence course members. And the next question. As online course teacher, give an example of good introduction writing for one topic. Okay, here I have the example. For introduction, we have to put the topic. The topic here is the concept of theater. Okay, we write that for the student. For example, here dear students, welcome to the first meeting of the drama course. I hope you will learn new things and be successful in this course to motivate the students. And then we put what will the students do. In this first meeting, we will discuss the concept of theater. All of the groups should make a summary of the following subtopics in group, namely the definition of drama, the history, the roles, and the genres of drama. And then we give the resources for the students, and also the date for the start of discussion and the due date of the discussion, and don't forget to put your name. Okay, we move to the fourth question. Why online materials must be attractive, and what elements are needed? Okay, we have 6 elements. Online learning materials must be attractive because it is good to capture the students' interest and imagination. For the first elements is clearly and attractively presented. For example, by using learning media such as video, audio, image, and others. And the second is active and hands-on. The materials requires the students not only read, listen, or watch, but do something. For example, after they watch a drama exam, they must give their opinion about the drama, either from the story or from the characters in the drama. Next, authentic and meaningful. Material is real or close to the real world. For example, students are given a sample of drama videos with the theme early marriage. Students must comment and give their opinion about the contents of the drama. So indirectly, students get moral value from the drama show. Next, collaborative. The material must increase collaboration between students and knowledge sharing with each other. For example, the teacher given a video about pollution. Students must give their respective opinions of it. Next is reflective. There is time and opportunity to reflect on the course. Self-assessments make students set to where they are in the learning process. For example, students are asked to discuss the topic forest fires in Rio. When the discussion takes place there, students will be able to know their abilities compared to other students. And then the last, responsive to a variety of learning styles. For example, there is recognition of the learning preferences of interpersonal learners as well as interpersonal learners. Active, visual, logical, and linguistics learners are all considered. Okay, we move to the fifth question. Please explain types of online learning activities and provide relevant technological tools for the types. Oh, we have 5 types of learning activities. The first is class participation and discussion. This is the online learning activity which facilitates the students' participation through discussion about the certain topic. One of relevant technological tools for this activity is Schoology. Schoology is a learning management system that has useful features like gradebook, attendance, groups, and etc. The students can have online conversation and post questions to one another through the Schoology's discussion board. The second is online journaling. That is an online learning activity that allows students to reflect on the steps they take to understand new knowledge or develop a new skill. This reflection can take many forms, such as critiquing class reading or lodging projects on a project or research paper. One of our relevant technological tools for this activity is Blogger. Blogger is blog publishing, a service that allows multi-users use blogs with time-stamped entries. The students can post an entry to his or her blog, and then the class members, including the teachers, leave comments on each other's blogs. Third is shared knowledge base. Is an online learning activity which the class or group is essential building one or more document together. One of relevant technological tools for this activity is Google Docs. Google Docs is a free web-based data processing service, spreadsheets, presentations, forms, and data and storage from Google. This application users to create and edit files online while collaborating with other users in real time. Next is practice exercise. It's an online learning activity which the teacher set up testing or quizzing for learners to practice and self-assessments. One of relevant technological tool for this activity is Suite. Suite is a PowerPoint-based authoring toolkit that allows users to create a slide-based course, quizzes, dialogue simulations, screencasts, video lectures, and other interactive learning materials. And then, the group projects is an online learning activity which students communicate privately with their group members and share basic word processing, presentations, and spreadsheets. Each team has its own workgroup space, accessible exclusively to that team and the instructor. Teams cannot see each other's work, however, the teacher can see the work of all teams. One of relevant technological tools for this activity is Google Docs also. This application allows users to create and edit files online while collaborating with other users in different time. Okay, we move to the next question. Online discussion is the one important element in online learning. Sometimes it may not work well. How does the teacher optimize discussion? So we have assigned grades. Assigned grades for online discussion is a way for successful online discussion. If no grades are set, students have no incentive to participate. It is recommended to the discussion be counted for 10% until 20% of coursework. It is important to provide clear assessment criteria. Consider using a self-assessment strategy such as participation portfolio where students submit their 3 best scores for assessment. And then we pose a good question. Provide students with a debate prompt. Ask students to express their opinion and support their position by applying the concept of the course. Provide the structure and describe expectations for the students. Students are clear parameters for discussion first. For example, length, frequency, timelines, due dates, and specific guidelines to follow. And then monitor the discussion. The next question is please provide an example of learning resources that can be used to engage the learners in online learning. Okay, here we put the assignment to the student and we put the link, for example, from the YouTube. And then the next question is kindly give an example of effective assessment in English online teaching and learning. Okay, here the example. We have the rated aspect, for example, the general structure, developing ideas, and etc. And we put the descriptor that is objective and the score also. So the student will get their objective scores. Okay, for the next question is what are the basic elements to consider when building an online course? We have announcements, forums, syllabus, various lessons, resources, promotions, collaboration tools. It is almost same with the LMS basic feature. And then the last question is, please give an example of one online lesson in your class for one meeting. So this is the example. Dear student, in this first meeting we will discuss the concept of theater. All of the groups will make a summary of the following subtopics in group: the definition of drama, history, rules of drama, and etc. You are expected to, understanding the meaning of drama, history of drama, the rules of drama. So this is the learning objectives. And then we put the resources and the due date of the discussion. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and I'm sorry for the mistake that in my speech. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching.